first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
You've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Wilson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
To Dan Arnold.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain
Facing
of 8.
A 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for first.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 38
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So a pretty shaky start here from both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's third down. 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
To Aaron Jones. Brought down by Bryce Callahan. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
Rodgers
2.
looking to throw on 3rd and 2. James has it. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 37.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Metcalf. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
On the carry.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Seahawks.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Rashad Penny, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
At their own
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
36-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Second and 11.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on third. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
First and 10.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Dixon to punt for
on
the
4th
Seahawks.
down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
45-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down at the
more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. This is Carson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Carson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
4 yards.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 17.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back.
Wilson's pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
The Packers take over.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
86. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson's
and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does 86. Pick up the first.
A gain of 7. First down, Seahawks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Seattle.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, a pass underneath for Carson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he will find his man on the outside.
Wilson's pass.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
9 yards. And the Seahawks.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 9 yards.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So we've reached halftime with and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a
ball at the 26, second and 7.
And 7 at the 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Aaron Jones,
just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The tackle by Darrell Taylor. Brings up third down.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Packers 3.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Wilson with the handoff to Chris Carson. Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route.
Wilson's pass.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Carson on the carry.
Give him 6 yards to the first down.
To the 48-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now it's Carson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 34. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Seahawks
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Seahawks. Wilson
on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
To throw again. Wilson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the
back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Seattle.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Will Dissly.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion. But he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Jesse James.
That's good.
And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage. So here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Little short pass to James. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
1st and 10.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers buying time to his left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first.
Good. We're on green.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Wilson
16 yards right off the bat for a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find his running back, Benjamin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Benjamin, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
On 1st down, Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Carson on the carry.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our team a
2nd and short now following the fumble. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
On the keeper. Touchdown,
Josh
Seattle.
Rosen His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game starts to open up as the game moves on.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. And that's incomplete.
Rodgers pass. Intended for Jerick McKinnon.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Rodgers again now.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Packers 17.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll head